Hi guys, welcome to today. This is Sharon. How you doing today? So today I'm gonna do my makeup. So watch me. I hope you learned something today. That's my primer, LA Girl face primer. So I'm gonna put that on my face. Yeah. So primer pretty much is like the first start in the makeup. Helps to moisturize. I'm just putting that on my face, trying to, moisturize my face and set my face before I apply my makeup, right? I hope you guys had a beautiful day, slept well. Yeah. So this vlog, I'm just gonna be showing you how I do my makeup, my day-to-day makeup. Yeah, I hope you watch me and learn something today. So yeah, that's pretty much I use that to shape my eyebrows before I use my eyebrow pencil. So I use that to shape my eyebrow. And yeah, so I'm doing that for the other eye too, just shaping my eyebrow. Yeah, so how you guys today? I hope you guys are good. Yeah, hi. So that's my eyebrow pencil in a color brown, and I'm using that to shape my eyebrows. Yeah, I'm just shaping my eyebrow. Still shaping. Yeah, still shaping, guys. And then I'm doing that for the other ones. Okay, still on that. Yeah, and then I'm doing that for the other one too. Just shaping my eyebrow. So yeah, I just went to just go get something for I believe I forgot my makeup remover and my yeah, so I just wanted to get it. And yeah, I'm right back, guys. So yeah, we continue to shape my eyebrow pencil in color brown. Yeah, so I'm done with that. Yeah, a little bit of dance for you guys. Yes, yes, yes. And then there's a bag where I do keep my pencils and my makeup stuff. So I put it in a Ziploc bag. So I'm grabbing my other brush that I will need. So yeah, that's my foundation right there. I'm taking my foundation and I'm using that. So pretty much like what I do is I use my foundation to shape my eyebrows. Like instead of me, like in this process, some people do use concealer, right? But I use foundation. So I used to use concealer, so either you use foundation or concealer, anyone. I just use it to like shaping the eyebrow, the outer side of my eyebrow. So I use the color of my foundation to shape on it, since I'm still gonna apply it on my face anyway. So that's what I'm doing in this part. Yeah, so sometimes I just put the remaining foundation on my face and then just apply that, or apply from the bottle. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm just saying hi guys. So I'm trying to take the brush that I'm taking another brush, a new brush that I'm going to use to shape in my eyebrow. So yeah, just shaping it more. After applying the foundation, I'm just shaping it more with the eyebrow. I mean, sorry, with the new brush. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm done with the left one, and then I'm doing the right one too. Just shaping it more so it could blend with my skin and blend with my face. Yeah, and then I'm just using the brush to shapen it, the eyebrow, so that the pencil at the edge does not look, so that it looks more natural, I guess. That's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm doing it for the other side of my eyes, on my eyebrows. Yeah, guys, so how you guys doing today? I hope you guys slept well. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Still morning here in Abuja, Nigeria. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, so this is a makeup video vlog on how I do my makeup. So yeah, I hope you sit back and enjoy. Yeah, so I'm done with shaping the outer part of my eyebrow. So then I guess I'm looking for a brush so that I can, so that's my foundation. That's the foundation I use. So I'm getting ready to apply the foundation on my face. So yeah, I'm just applying the foundation all over my face in this part. Yeah, so that's just what I'm doing. I'm just applying my foundation all over my face. Yeah. My foundation is I use sometimes nutmeg, like the nutmeg color. I would say I use like okay, this foundation I'm kind of using the oily control, but the color is like a nutmeg color, nutmeg or yeah, I would say that's the closest color to my skin, not like the color of a nutmeg, so, or a cinnamon, something like that. So here I'm using the oily control makeup. I've had this makeup for a long time, so yeah, so I'm just using it to apply all my foundation on my face. So I'm going ahead to apply more of the foundation on my face. As you guys can see, I'm also applying it underneath my eyelids. Where my eye bag is. I'm just applying it more there. As you can see. Yeah, so just applying and applying and applying. Yeah. So yeah, I take my I take that and then I use it to apply, just dab my skin, making sure that the foundation is blending with my skin and then there's no issues, right? So that's what I'm doing, right? You want to apply makeup and you don't want your makeup to be like, it's, like your face, the makeup is not rightly blended. It's not gonna be nice. So it's always good to blend the skin. So this pretty much just helps me to blend, make sure that that the makeup I applied matches with my face and everything is blended smoothly, so that I would have nice makeup on my face. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Dab. just dabbing. Yeah, so that's my concealer palette. Yeah, that's my concealer palette, and you can see the different shades of concealer there. So I'm just using that shade to put underneath my eyes, and then the other part of my eyes. And then yeah, that's the one I'm using, that color right there. And then also, yeah, just apply my concealer on my face. So yeah, I take that and then I dab, making sure that the makeup blends with my skin, and also making sure that the makeup is properly applied underneath my eyes. Yeah, and I'm also applying it at that part of my face. Yeah, just applying it at those sections to make sure that the makeup blends evenly. Yeah. So dab. Yeah, making sure, one of the things is when we're doing makeup, we want to make sure that, like I said, it's evenly distributed, right? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So just making sure, putting it in the midsection of my face and on my underneath my eye, underneath my two eyes, and then yeah. So that's what I'm doing here. So dab. Yeah, hi guys. So yeah, that's one of my palettes. So I'm going to do my crease actually. So since I have a concealer, right? But I like to use a color, a little bit of highlight for my crease. So that's actually an eyeshadow color. So I like to use like a light white color just to put under my crease. So some people, they choose to use concealer, yeah, but I just like to use that color because I feel like it does the job for me pretty much. So that's the color I'm using right there on the palette. I've had this palette for a very long time. I've probably had it for like 5 years, I believe, or more than that. So yeah, the palette does the job, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. So I could choose to use a concealer, but in this case I prefer to use the palette. Yeah, that color really does the job for me, so I like it. So when you apply it, you have to blend it in. It's very important so that the color blends with your skin and makes it look more natural. You don't want a situation where your makeup is in patches. Very important to blend the skin. So we just applying and blending pretty much. If the color is too dull, you add a little bit of it and continue to blend. So I'm done with the other eye, and then I'm doing the next one. So I'm using that color. I believe it's a brown, but a lighter brown color. So I'm using that to also do that portion of my crease. So yeah, I'm just applying it and then just blending, right? If you notice, what I put underneath my eyebrow, you notice it's a lighter color, and then for my crease I'm using a darker shade, a light brown shade. Yeah, but it's still going to look darker though than the other color I used underneath my eyebrow. So yeah, I'm just using that and then blend. You know, when you do your makeup you have to blend so that it looks nice. So that's what I'm just doing, blending and blending. Yeah, welcome to the makeup world, I guess. So yeah, I've had this palette from Revolution. I believe I bought it in Target, in Baltimore. In Garland, Texas. So, yeah, so I've had it for some time now, and yeah, it has a lot of my favorite colors I use. So I'm using that color right there. I believe that is the red color, so I'm using that, and then I'm applying it at that portion of my eyes, right there. So yeah, to pop my to pop my eyes out. Yeah, so I'm applying it right there. So I'm doing it for the left eye, and then apply more color when the need comes. So if I need to add more color, I do apply that too. Yeah. So I take a white color on the palette and then apply it to the inner section of my eyes, and then to give it some shades right there, and doing for the other one too. And then I'm taking that other color and then also applying it there too, just to give it like 2 shades of color. Yeah, so sometimes if the color is dull, you add more color to bring out the color, make your eyes pop up, right? So that's what I'm doing, right? If you feel like the color is not enough, you want to bring it out more, then you put in more color. So done with that palette for now. And then I've had this palette for some time. I bought it at a Five Below, so it's really nice. It's more like a glittering palette. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna look for a red glittering color, so that I can also highlight the red color in my eyes. So that's what I'm doing there. In that part I saw a white glittering color, and then I'm just putting it on that section to make my eyes over there glitter in white. And then that's what I'm doing. And then I'm taking the other color, the red glitter, to make it glitter over there, and it looks so beautiful actually. So I'm really glad I got a palette that it has glitter in it and it have different colors. It just makes your eyes pop out, right? It makes it really look very beautiful and wonderful. So yeah, I guess you guys can see. So yeah, that's my eyeliner right there. So yeah, I bought that not too long ago. So I'm just trying to line my eyes right there. My eyelid, just line it. Yep. And then for the other part, So I just felt like my eyebrows were not, you know, were not really done well at that point. So I'm just adding more of it, and then I'm using my eye brush to shape it pretty much. Yeah, so that's my setting powder. I got that on Jumia. If you're in Nigeria, Jumia is like a shopping app, online shopping app where you can get your things at a discount. So I got that on Jumia, and then I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes, to highlight that area actually. So yeah, just gives it a very beautiful look. So I'm doing that for the other part. So put that and then blend. Blend, 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 blend. That's the key. Blend and blend so that it looks pretty. So I put more of that because I guess it wasn't enough. And I gave you guys a nice smile. Yeah, so I put more of the powder, to highlight the beauty of it. And then, yeah, that's what I'm doing there. Blend, 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 blend. So I don't have a blush. So because I don't have a blush palette, I use a pink lipstick and I put it where my cheekbones are, just to make a blush. So then I use my brush and then just just brush it off. Not really much brushing off, but just so I use my brush and I damp, yeah. Since I don't have a blush palette, so I just use a pink lipstick, and then I just use my brush to just highlight it right there on my cheekbone. So I'm back to that palette I had, and then that's the bronzer actually. So I'm just gonna put that at that part, I'm just putting my bronzer on my face. Yeah, my happy dance. And then I'm using my eyebrow pencil, and then I'm using that to highlight my lip line. Using it to highlight my lip line. So it's gonna make your lip pop out, look more attractive, and bring out the beauty of your lip line. So that's actually what I'm doing there. Yeah. Looks nice. And then I'm taking the red lipstick color. I've had this lipstick for some time now and it's really nice. And then I'm giving my lips a red look today. So yeah. And then put more lipstick color. And then I'm going to use my my lip gloss, and apply it to my lip to make my lip pop out and more glossy and look nice. Yeah, and pat my lips together, and yeah. So I'm just gonna use a brush just to like blend everything, just to make sure it blends. Everything blends with my face. Yeah, just a brush I haven't used before. Make sure that everything blends with my face. Yeah, the makeup is looking good and I like it. So yeah, I want to use that more bronzer to put by the side of my over there of my nose, just to highlight that part a little bit darker. And then I'm using that color to also so that's kind of like acts like a bronzer color for me. So just gonna highlight my nose here by the side and make it look more nice. And yeah, I'm happy. How do you feel? Yeah, this is my makeup for today. I think it looks nice. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm done with my makeup. Yeah, I think it looks good. How do you guys see it today? It's my makeup video. Yeah, and it looks nice. Okay, bye. Next time, guys.